Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Banished. We are in the town of Hap, and in the last episode, we got in some tomato fields, some sorghum fields, some bamboo fields. Maybe in the last episode, might have been the episode prior to that. I don't recall. But one of the things that I was concerned about was how they were producing. However, I am noticing now that we are hitting that 800-ish to almost 900 mark on the tomatoes, so I think we're okay there. And this sorghum field has done 868. This one has done nothing yet, but that was because we set this one up and was waiting to see if it was worth doing them or not. And our bamboo is doing the 868, and this one's 620, but probably just because the worker was busy doing something else or some other factor was there. Not sure. We put in some fencing around our schoolhouse here. It's certainly not going to be the last thing we do with it, but it's where we are right now. We will do something more with it, but right now it's looking okay. And one thing I've done is I've talked with a couple of viewers in the past, and there was comments made that perhaps the audio, there was some background noise in it, and I only really hear about that from Banished. I haven't really heard about it on anything else, so I've adjusted some of the ambient sounds in Banished, lowered them down, brought the music down just a little bit, and left the UI clicks up a little bit. We'll see if that does any better. You'll have to let me know. Some of it's certainly going to be the quality of my mic. It's just not very good, but I'm hoping that maybe it sounds a little better this time. We'll see. And it looks like our market got finished over here, so I'm going to go ahead and drop that down to 1. This one was already 1. We'll go ahead and do that. Pull on pause. And we also had gotten our pig farms up and going. As you can see, we split them up. They're not going to be producing anything yet, but they're there. We've got another trader coming in. Him in there. I don't know that I have a particular goal in mind for this episode. We did get our ropers in, so we're going to take a look at those in a second. Wool coats. We don't really need coats. I know I've mentioned that before, but you know, we got the beeswax, and it could be affecting people's health. Haven't decided yet. I honestly don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and trade for those coats. We'll get them. I really don't think we need them for anything other than possible happiness or health, but we'll see. And let's see, what do we got here? We got our roper, and I don't want to use flax. We don't have any hemp, obviously, so we're going to use reeds, and we're just going to have one person working there for right now. And we are already no, we got 20,000 dry goods, so we're good there. Oh, this is our deer butcher. He has been working, but we're not getting in as much deer as I'd like. Part of that is simply because they're just so far away from each other. But the other part is that we're just not producing a ton of deer meat. And let's see, what else could we be doing here? We have 8 laborers. 5 of them are... We have 5 builders. So we could be doing some more building. I do believe we were pretty good on housing now. Just a little behind on housing, not too much. Let's see, I believe we had put in some more housing somewhere. I guess it was just these. I'm kind of thinking maybe a stockpile down here would be a good idea. Reason being, we're doing some collecting in this area, so I'm just going to use normal stockpiles, and for right now I'm just going to stick one right there. Not sure what we'll do with that spot there. Maybe another house or possibly like a backyard type situation. And if you remember correctly, I don't see them on here, so I think that they just didn't actually happen to get built. But I'm wanting to put in some clothesline options here. I thought they looked really cool, so I'm just going to put those in. But I don't think I placed them correctly, or possibly it was just because I didn't have the material to build them, so it didn't want to build them. I'm not 100% certain. Maybe, yeah, see, there's nothing there, I don't think. So, I'm not sure what happened. We'll have to take a look at that at some point in time. But right now, we need to make the rope anyways, so we'll get some rope and then we'll decide what to do there. We're capped out on tools again, pretty much. But we have 144 iron, and doing okay on wood too, because we're cutting it down manually. So I am going to go ahead and increase this to 4, and we'll let them continue to build tools for a while. Just making sure they were both on iron tools and not rough tools. What else do we have? What could we be doing? I mean, in the end, we want to be producing these tomatoes into something more. You can see that one's up to almost 800, so that was good. 868, 620, 620. I'm not sure why these two are underperforming compared to this one, but we'll find out. We have another laborer come about. We've got more students happening. That's great. And let's see here. And I do have a favor to ask everybody. If you could, if you're liking the videos, if you could click that like button, even if you don't want to comment or anything, that's totally cool. I understand that, and it takes a lot of time. But something that doesn't take a lot of time is, if you like the video, click that like button, the thumbs up if you can. That would be very helpful in getting my channel up in the ratings on YouTube. I know some of you have come from just general searches on YouTube. I've talked to you, and I know that that's the case. And part of what helps bring in people like that is more likes on the videos. So if there's more likes, they're more likely to show up in somebody's search. So it'd be helpful if you could do that. If you don't want to, that's cool. You know, you have your reasons, and I can understand that. But it certainly could help me out. I'd be really curious about the sorghum. I'm almost 100% certain they can eat that as a grain. I hope they can. You can in real life, so I would assume so. Yeah, so we have 0 sorghum in storage, so, and we did 800, 900, yeah, almost 900, so yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. Then they're eating it. That's good. It's exactly what I want them to be doing for the moment. We might use it for something else later. I'd kind of like to get rid of this stockpile just because it's, you know, it was temporary to begin with. The question is just, where do I want to put it? That's our pig butcher. I'd kind of like to leave some of this open, maybe for another barn or something, a small one. Maybe a meat barn. Oh, hey, look. I was wrong. The clothesline went in. So, we just couldn't probably click on it. It's just too small of a footprint to probably get to it. But, yeah, I think that looks pretty good. It's something simple. You know, really, really simple, really. But I like it. Looks pretty good. So, what I'll probably do is, you know, put something in right here to kind of, you know, make this their backyard per se. Maybe a couple of plants or something, just kind of going through it, and then we'll use this for something else maybe. And I thought, yes, I did. Sweet, we got our other clothesline going in. I really like this one, how it looks like it's. I managed to push it through, if you remember, and so the other pillars inside the building, so it looks like the line is coming off the house out to this pole, and I think that is a really good effect. I know it's something simple, kind of stupid in reality for being so simple and this excited about it, but I love it. That's part of what the game is really fun for me. I didn't do it in my last season of Banished, and that was mostly because, you know, trying to record and play at the same time, I thought, oh, I need to get more gameplay in here. People don't want to see this. But I think after some of the comments and talking to other people about it, I actually think you guys would like to see some of the more prettying up aspect of it. So I'm going to try to do that a little bit more. And we have parsnips. Everybody, I put a cut in there because I was checking the charts to find out if parsnips are something I want. And I think the answer is no. It's not going to really provide us a different kind of food than we already have. We could be growing beets already, but they have the same temperature range, 90 to 40. So if we're going to have problems with our beets, we're going to have problems with parsnips. So that's something I'll have to check on maybe after I do the beets. We'll see if that's something I want or not. For now, it's not. Okay, so what I was saying was in my last season, I didn't spend a lot of time decorating like this, and I want to spend a little more time doing that in this season. I think that's something that everybody can probably appreciate. Making this look kind of pretty is one aspect of it that's really, really nice. The other thing that I really like about Banished is the micromanagement of it. So that's kind of where I'm at on that. And let's see, we wanted to maybe put in, I think, is a stockpile right here. I mean, I think I could fit another building here, obviously. I mean, I could put in possibly a blacksmith right there, but I don't think something like that's worth it. I think it's going to be best to do that, and then to come in and delete this structure. So it'll move everything over here. And we got plenty of laborers, I think, that they can be taking care of that. Part of the issues with some of the growing that we've seen could be because I had told them to clear so much stuff recently. So kind of keep that in mind. They might not have come back to the farm in time, like on this one, to start growing this stuff because they were clearing to begin with. Let's see, iron. I want to see iron ore, 306, so I think I'm good there. Stone is still exceptionally low, so that's something we really need to take care of. I kind of think we might want to go ahead and build like a bridge down here, and you know, I was looking at it before I started recording, and you know, this is a big open plot of land. This might be a good spot for us to put our kind of town center, because over here there's some mountains and such that are in the way that we're going to have to take out. You know, and I'd kind of like to build out maybe on the lake, do something kind of like we did up here, but more of an island type situation maybe than this. And boats, I want to put in some of those boat assets that we found. I think that's going to look really cool. But I'm really looking at this and thinking, you know, this would be a really good town center kind of area. It's a little smaller than maybe up here or something, but less obstacles to deal with, and I think that would just work pretty good. And I do believe that a trade boat can probably come through here, and I'd really like to kind of test it out just to see. I know if you build a little too much stuff around it, you might like bring the land up a little bit, and that could cut it off. But I think we'll be okay. And I think that could be kind of cool if we could get boats to come out here. If nothing else, just to test it. Sorry about that. Hit the mic. Hopefully that didn't come through too much. Alright, so let's do this. We're going to build a bridge. Is that a dock bridge? I don't know that I was aware there was a dock bridge. What if it looks the same as the dock? Okay, for now I've got to build it just because I'm curious. I want to see what that looks like. I don't think I've ever noticed that before. Might be new to this patch. Alright, so we'll get that going, and then once we get the bridge, then we're going to start collecting stone over here. Even if I don't do anything else with it, we're going to get stone. Not stoned, stone. We're going to get stone. Let's make that clear. Let's see. And just while I'm thinking about it, if you haven't yet, I'm running a couple of new series on the channel. One's kind of an old series I just never really took off, called Quick Looks. I'm kind of going through my Steam library, and just as I have games in there, I'm just going to install them and do a kind of a quick look at it and see if it's anything we want to play or not, and you know, and if not, just a quick little review of the game. Trying to keep them short, 15-20 minutes, something like that for the most part. Some of them might take a little longer, but kind of having fun doing that series. And I'm also doing a blind playthrough of South Park, The Stick of Truth. It's been on my computer for a really, really long time, and I've never played it, and it's extremely funny. I've got about 3 episodes recorded, 2 of them are up on the channel, and I'm going to be continuing with that. It's not getting a lot of views. If you want to check it out, please do. Let's see, what else could we be doing? I don't think I need to drop it. We've got another boat coming in. That's great. I would like to get some more traders up at some point. The other kinds of traders. I think that'd be a good idea. Are we digging enough clay at this point in our life? I think the answer is yes. We're getting some meat from frog legs, but this is really kind of an inefficient use of our people. They don't really produce enough meat to be worthwhile. I'm going to let them be for now. Oh no. What is that? Kylia? The laborer has died of old age. That's too bad. Hey, we got some food. I do want to buy food. I'm not 100% certain I want to buy this food. If he had rice, I would buy it for sure, because then we could start building some rice planters. You know, it's cheap and we can buy it, so I guess maybe we will. That's 2,300. Let's do maybe just pottery. Might make up some of it with beeswax. Yeah, we'll just do that. We'll do that. I'm not going to buy the tin soup right now. And see, our health has gone up. I'm hoping that that's because of the sorghum. It's certainly not because of the grains we just bought. Okay, good. These are both producing the same. That's good. This one did 620 last season still. This one 660 last season. So it's growing right now. So yeah, I'm not sure. This should be growing a heck of a lot better than it is, I think. Temperature ranges are great for it, so there's no reason it shouldn't be growing. Let's see, our parish house is full. Do I want to build another church? And we certainly could. Oops, so I'm going to click on. Oh good, there's nobody living here, that's good. Let's take a look again. 36, 38, so good. I think we've got a teacher is living here. That's awesome, that's what I wanted. It's one of them a farmer, one of them's a farmer, but none of them's a butcher, so but that's, then again we've got the butcher turned off, so let's take a look at this. We're starting to make pork, so we are definitely going to put in a butcher. This one's probably not yet, no. Alright, let's see, we got this stockpile taken care of, that's good. And everything got moved over here. Technically this should be a little bit better for some of the other guys too. It's a little closer to stuff. We got this stockpile is plumb full of iron, so we probably ought to do something about that and put in another spot for iron. So I guess for now, just because if I need something quick, these guys are gonna run out of space here. Let's do one over and one in between there. Let's see. So if I did something like, I can't build a road right there because of that red spot without clearing some land, so we'll come over to, that should allow us to maybe build a road, maybe not. It kind of reshaped the land there, I noticed. It seems to be okay. I'll do that. We may come in and clear this, flatten this out at some point in time, but I think for now that'll work out okay. I left enough room, it looks like, so we'll do that. I'll just put in a road around there. And that'll give us hopefully enough place to store iron. I mean, the fact that we have 100 here is excellent. Our stone is still exceptionally low. Did we get our bridge built? We did. Let's take a look at this. Oh yeah, that looks, well, it's not exactly, I guess, like a dock bridge. It's pretty darn close though. Okay, let's go look at an actual dock bridge and see. I mean an actual dock and see. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, these kind of do the little funky movement on them too, so yeah, they look identical. So instead of building these like I have been, I bet this is better. The only difference would be is you might have a problem. I don't know if they connect up correctly if you build off like this. They might. I don't know. And this may prevent a ship going through if we built it down here in this other little river. I'm not sure. So we'll have to keep that in mind. The one thing I don't like though is where it ended. And unfortunately, I don't think you have like a dock road. That could be kind of cool if we had that. But you can't build a bridge like here or anything. So if we want to make this evened up, the only way to do it would be to put in a dock piece. Did I click on the right thing? I guess I didn't. I did that, and I do that. And that should make it look just a tad bit better. I'm going to go ahead and come on up to... Yeah, that may not be the best idea, actually. Pause that. that. I should have matched this up with this bridge down here, but that's okay. The bridge could be temporary anyways. We'll come down something like, oh, we'll say right about there. Up to, it looks like, and then there. We'll connect like that. Good enough. Let's see, they've cleared this out. How'd we do? 619, 580. Yeah, that's weird. Not sure why those aren't doing better. They're going to be doing good enough anyways, so it shouldn't be a big deal. But so we're building out of bamboo here. Did I switch any of the other ones over to bamboo? I don't remember. Yes, I switched this one over to bamboo. And this one still reeds. But because of our rope guy here, we may end up switching that off. Okay, good. He's got a lot of rope, so... I mean, he's done a lot of rope. That's good. This guy's almost full. What are you doing on food? 39, 32... Of course, I purchased some of that. We're up to 400 tools. That's excellent. I think 400 is probably a good number for right now. I'm not going to raise that just yet. Maybe we could put in some apiaries again, and then maybe some chandlers wouldn't be bad. But really, I guess what I should be thinking about is industrializing. Okay, let's take a look here. I'm gonna need mines. Can't remember where these things are at. It's a copper mine, and there's a tin mine, so we just need 45 lumber to get that in, plus 13 stone, which is gonna eat up all of our stone. What else do we have here? We have a stone and salt mine, and an iron and coal mine. And then these are just gonna be for stone, precious jewels, placer miner, salt works. So, yeah, I think we'll put in a tin ore mine. Now, the question is where do we want to put this in? So we got this mod that's telling us the radius of the negative effect here. So we want to make sure we take that into account. Tomatoes are going to be coming from here. So I'm kind of thinking, whoops, oh, it's an autosave. Kind of thinking maybe we could build over here. That's a possibility. Do some mining over here, but then you would kind of want to put in between your manufacturing. So possibly it would be better to come down here, do something like the mining here, maybe some manufacturing here, possibly more farms in this area, and we just work our way down to where we're going to build this main town stretch here. Because I really do think that's where I'm going to build it. So yeah, I kind of think maybe that, and you know, maybe I even do something more like come out here. Just can't really use this little stretch of stuff for a whole lot. Doesn't make great farmland or anything. It'd be okay for homes, but you can't really make blocks or anything. So yeah, I think we're gonna do this. We'll put in a tin mine right here. I'm gonna pop that up there for just right now, just because sometimes I miss this stuff when it's in the woods and I don't see it. We'll get that built. Not sure what the luxuries are that we have in stock, but we have some. You know, at some point we're going to need a new school, but we don't have any furniture yet. We do have a trader coming in. Maybe he's got some. We've got lots of laborers coming in. Our students are graduating. That's great. This guy is... Oh, we've hit an iron cap. To heck with that. Make 500 iron. Alright, let's see. What do we got? We could top off some of our thing. Ooh, he's got hemp. Hemp's tempting. Hemp is real tempting. Because reeds is a plus, as a single plus on here. Whereas if we did hemp, we'd get more rope. Get double the amount of rope, basically, if I remember correctly. That's not a bad idea. We could certainly do that. But that's a lot of workers to do that when we could just be using reed farmers, and the reed farmers are doing pretty darn good, and we're not really using reeds for anything else at the moment. I'll have to think about that one for a second. Now the sheep, on the other hand, the sheep I'm interested in. 6 sheep would run us 3,600. And every 4 pottery is 100. So we would need 40 plus pots, right? 80 plus pots. 120 pots. Stupid math. That'd be 150. That's overpaying. 44. So that'd get us our sheep, and we won't have enough left to buy hemp seeds, and I'm okay with that. We'll see them again. To do this though, I'm gonna have to put in another pasture, so let's minimize this for a moment. I've pointed out before, some other people have pointed it out, but with trading posts or the city hall minimized and you start moving around the screen, you might get some lag, especially when your villages get bigger. So just keep that in mind. I don't keep them open all the time anymore because of that. I don't want a fenceless pasture, I want fences. So let's do this. Where do we want to put them? I think I may be over in this area, and then we could build some tailors and stuff. We already have one tailor up here, but we could build a mutton butcher and such over here. I think that would work out pretty good. Let's see. I want this to be a pretty good size. 10 by 20. I think that sounds good. Put in a 10 by 20 here, and then we'll put the sheep in here. Now this guy should stay here while I have this minimized. I've never seen him go away, but I have seen some people say that that's not the case, that they'll go away anyways, but it just takes them longer. I've never seen where that's actually the case. I put in a road up here. I'll probably want to change that at some point to be a quay road, but we don't have the stone to be handling that. And oh cool, our mine is up and going. No, it's not. It's still got a little bit to go. What are we waiting on? Oh, we're just waiting on it to get built. That's good. I left that up there for a reason, and I already forgot about it. This one's almost done. We fit our tool cap still. I've increased our iron. You know, as much as I've done this, though, I am going to do this, I think. Release 2 people from ironworks. Since we got a decent stockpile of it, and they're making it now without a problem, and we have a stockpile of tools, we can maybe put the people to work over here in the tin building. And I guess it says it's built it. Yeah, you just can't really tell. It's still being hidden. This one turned out okay. Tempted to delete this one and just run the road up to it and see if that works. I think it will. This side didn't look as off as this side did anyways, so we'll do that. Almost done. And then we're going to want to put in a tannery. And it's probably going to be a soup tannery, but we need furnishings. So I'm going to have to get that up and going. Alright, so we've got this. Reduce this down to just 2 people. 2 people in there. We're going to mine. Actually, let's just make 10. I do believe they'll mine the 10 and then make the 10. We're going to find out. It's been a while since I've messed with it, but that seems to be what I recall. If it says they need resources, we'll know that's not the case. This is almost done. Alright, there we go. So, drop that down. Oops. Come up here. And we're going to buy the 6 sheep. And I think I'm going to let him go. We don't really need any food at the moment. And we're going to flop this guy over to sheep. Put a worker there. We're going to have 12 sheep in here, so that'll be excellent. And the good thing about sheep is we can start producing wool relatively quickly. It's not like the meat where we have to wait on it. But we are going to put in a butcher. If I can fit it in here. So I can put it in there. Could actually bring it down one. That would be cool. Yeah, we'll put it there. And we'll just pause it. We want to be using it right away. He's producing pretty good. This guy I haven't seen a no work sign on for a while, so he's getting stuff in. That's good. We can use that tallow for candles as well, so that'll be nice. He's got the furnace fuel. He's not yet produced any tin, so we'll have to keep an eye on it and see what happens. And so I don't think I have any tin in inventory. Let me double check. You never know when they picked it up somewhere along the line. We have 41 tin ore. Question is whether or not he got it from here or not. And since there's none there, my guess is it's not. We probably got it from somewhere else. So I'm gonna have to want to keep an eye on that. I'm not exactly sure where we would have got the tin ore to begin with. I may have bought it at some point. That's a possibility. But we'll keep an eye on it. It's not too big of a deal because I can't build a tannery yet. And let's see, what was it I needed to build in order to build the furniture? It's a tannery, it's a bedding maker. Well, let's do this. Let's go into our trusty little CC thing here. It's a building supply. And building supply is made by a packer. Which is this one. Good, he doesn't require anything super special. So we're going to make building supplies, and I think we'll put the building supply guy up here. He doesn't appear to have a negative radius on him, so we'll just put him maybe like right like that. Yeah, I think I like that. And this one we're just not going to work yet. So we're not going to be producing anything there. And eventually we'll be able to produce coats out of wool. That'll be cool. And let's see. Excuse me. Always try to clear my cut those out during the my editing process whenever I clear my throat or something, but I don't always catch them. So if you ever hear one, apologize for that. This will probably be the one I forget. Okay, let's see. So we'll get that guy in. We can build furnishing, and then once we build furnishing, we can build our soup tannery, amongst other things. Let's see, how are we doing on houses? Oh, we need houses. We're okay on bamboo. We're doing good there. Reeds, still producing good. Oh gosh, yes, we got plenty of reeds. Fact, we're producing reeds so well. I think I'm gonna up the roper here. Let him produce a lot of rope. We'll use it for something or trade it away at some point. Iron ore's doing good. Tools doing good. We are way out of stone. Let's just grab. Do that. Yeah, so I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. I'm guessing they're not going to produce 10 without an actual 10 mine somewhere, but I'm not 100% on that. We'll keep an eye on it. 10 ore at 10. Still 41 10 ore though. I don't think we had a lot more than that. So we'll keep an eye on it. Maybe it is working. Did 1,300 fish there last season. 2,000 there. 1,600 there. Might be a good time to put in another fishing dock right there. I'll go ahead and do that. Downside is I think I should probably maybe take out like this area here and put in another house. I could do, if I remember correctly, I can't do these. Yeah, I don't have any of the material to do that. The radius for this, I could put the house just off to the side here, I guess, but I don't know if I like doing that. This is like lined up perfectly. They just barely touch each other. It's great. So really, I'd want to put the houses here. So that means I'm gonna have to delete. Probably delete that one too, if I had to guess. Yep. And why can't I just delete that one like I did the other? One of them must have been a ghost one. So we will do... Come on, line up here. Okay, this is working a little strange. I want that build right there. Ah, I have a corner piece in there. Haha, there we go. Alright, so pop that in there. We'll have to fix this in a second. Oh, we got our fishery up and going. Apparently I had one of them set to a 2 or something. This one's a 3. This one's a 3. This one's a 1. What's this one? It's a 2. Okay, yeah, that's weird. I'm not sure what happened there. Alright. I do believe, though, that, guys, that this has been a little over a half hour at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here. We'll call this an episode. And next episode, we're going to make sure this house gets up and going, and we're going to fix this key wall there. We've got our tannery up and going, and we're going to see if he's actually producing tin from what we had in stock, or if he's actually digging out the ore to do it. I'm not sure. And collecting stone, we'll put in a super tannery over here at some point. And yeah, I think that's going to do it. So if you like what you're seeing, like, comment, subscribe, feel free to share the video, and I'll catch you back next time.